Hey everyone, hope everyone had a great long weekend, and it is, I think it's around 1:20. I really got to sort that clock out. That's not actually the correct time, but I believe it's around 1:20 in the afternoon here in Perth. So just want to make a quick little video. I would say this is a watch list, although I will make another one probably about an hour or so. I'll start filming an hour or so before market open. It'll be up half an hour before market open as well. So I just want to see these stocks here. So DTST, I believe this is a pump as well. So caution needs to be taken on this. Look, the thing with pumps and the relevancy to a dip buy is that if it panics a little bit, the promoters, I think Tim's mentioned this before, have not an obligation, but don't want to sort of arouse suspicion. So if it quickly panics and it doesn't sort of extend for a little while, then there could be some scrutiny there by the regulators. So there could be a potential here for a dip buy. That's why I'm bringing this to everyone's attention. So the focus will be for me as the dip buys. I've been recently pretty relentless with watching the video lessons. It's been like I've watched 50 or so in the past few days. But some of them are only like 5 minutes long, but I've sort of compromised my sleep a little bit. So I'm woke up today feeling pretty terrible. So what I will do is I'll have a rest today. I'm already starting to feel a bit better. I've really done not too much at all today. I've got a few days off in a row. So what I also want to tell people is that the body can easily burn out. I'm not that old. I'm only like 27. So you've really got to take care of yourself. So I just want to sort of give that a little bit of an announcement as well, that there is limitations to what you can tolerate. So DTST is interesting. MYSZ I like. These guys are pivoted towards blockchain technology as well. Or did they even want to float their own ICO? It wasn't that. It was a presentation at CES. I swear they were talking about blockchain technology last week, maybe. There's just so much going on. It's hard to really keep track of things. And I don't do this with notes or anything. It's the top of my head. I like to keep it organic and real. So that's what you're going to see from me, really. Look, my size, I did comment on this. Around 170 is a potential support level for a dip buy. I'm just going to be sticking with that. This might be boring and a little bit annoying to people. I apologize. I take a little while to learn concepts, and that's just the reality of the situation. So, for example, with my Forex stuff, I'm sitting around 4% profit for this month already, which is really outstanding for me. That was 8 months of demo trading. So certain people with higher risk tolerances, and if you are really relentless with learning the material, it seems that is correlated to better success with this sort of stuff. And I haven't really been doing that, I'm going to be honest. Only recently have I dialed in and absorbing the information in a refined sense. So I've really just focused on one system, and I'm just trying to get that better understood. So that's what you'll be seeing a lot of, and we'll see how it goes. And I mean, look, if someone was to ask me, is the Profitly content worth it? I'm not sure what the monthly subscription is to Profitly. Like, if you want the Tim alerts and the video lessons, maybe like 80 US a month. I would say absolutely, but you really have to watch and take notes and absorb it. So that's what I would tell people. Like, if you're thinking that's a little bit of money, it is, but if you've ever been in university or anything, and that's very vague, and it doesn't necessarily help you like get a job, because there's so many people in university, especially in Australia. It's they make it very accessible because you don't have any upfront fees. You can just put it all on, all on credit at a low interest rate. So they take a lot of people in, and there's an issue now with, especially with lower ranking things. Like, if you don't need a big score to get into certain courses, it's causing a bit of a bottleneck where people are just not able to get a job. So if I could see myself again at 18, I would say, Scott, do not do that. It cost me 37 grand to go to university. I mean, I actually was working in the field, and it wasn't for me, honestly, and I didn't really enjoy it, and I was working a lot of hours, and it was frustrating as well because, you work in a team environment and people aren't listening to what you're saying, and put all that work in, and it's sort of, anyway, I won't go down that path, but what I will say is you really have to find something you're passionate about, because you're going to be working really hard at it. I know a lot of people will say that, but you really, I mean, it's that simple. All right, so for the few people that do watch this video, I'm just going to have to sip my water here. And I do appreciate the people that do watch this, and I hope you get something out of it. And for people thinking that, all this sort of Tim Sykes stuff is a scam, I would say I would disagree with you. But you have to really be willing to get outside of your comfort zone and legitimately listen to what he says. And what I wouldn't say just watch all of the video lessons. I mean, I did originally. I was watching a lot of them, but the dip buys really made sense to me. And for the risk management point of view, and the reward to risk ratio, and I'm an individual who doesn't really learn concepts that quickly. And I've said that time and time again. But so you've got to sort of learn to suit your personality as well. So once you find something that makes sense, you really, explore that and keep persisting with it as well. So look, I mean, the watch list here, I thought that was 50 million. Yeah, I won't be bringing that up. Anything really of low volume is not interesting to me. The main reason for that is it's just hard to get in and out of. And I'm thinking from the perspective of a live trading sort of psychology sense. Now, I don't have a live trading account yet, so I want to discuss that a little bit. I haven't really taken many trades with the dip buys properly. It's been around 15 or so, and that's just not. I mean, and also short trader. Okay, so short trader. This is the situation. Alright, so the credit card wouldn't be accepted. Commonwealth Bank in Australia is saying no because it's based in the Caribbean. They're like, no, it's like blacklisted. Fair enough, they're not regulated. They're cowboys, technically. They do have some associations with Swiss Bank or whatever it is. I don't know the technicalities. And I do know a couple people using short trader. So I had to do a wire transfer, and the wire transfer for some reason it's not in US dollars, it's in euros, and euros to the Aussie is terrible, and it was going to cost me over 900 Australian dollars to get the 500 minimum account. So that's not ideal. Okay, so I mean, I do have expenses. I've got an engagement coming up and a wedding in a couple of years. So for me to go and want to get money out of my joint account, it's sort of like, whoa. So, and I did fund recently a live Forex account, but that's been on the horizon for a very long time, to be honest. I had a good start to January, and I just felt that I was ready. So I started in March properly trading that on a demo account, that system that I've got for Forex. So that gives you a perspective of the process, and my risk level, my tolerance to that is low. So, and I don't want to fund a 25 grand account quite yet. I do have the ability to do that, but I'm not. I'd have to sell my vehicle, which I really love. I would be willing to do that, but currently, I mean, I just don't feel like I'm ready. I don't know enough. I don't have enough education behind me. So I understand that's not appealing to people who are about it's all making money. And at the end of the day, money is what makes the world go round. But from a sense of trading, you have to sort of think against the trend, so to speak, of everyone else's sort of thought process where it's all about making money. So if you think and you think against that, and it's not all about making money, it's about refining a process and getting a system that works for your personality, your schedule, and everything like that, that's how you sort of become successful. So, because really it's a very small percentage of people are actually consistently profitable, and there's a reason for that, because it's so hard to sort of be disciplined with trading because there's no rules. I mean, obviously there's PDT and everything, but you can still do a lot of damage to yourself quite easily, especially with stuff like short trader and non-PDT stuff. So I'm thinking to myself, Am I ready? No, I'm not. I thought I was, but I really sort of sat down and thought about it and sort of said to myself, why force yourself to start live trading when you really don't have a lot of trades under your belt? So that's the conclusion, guys, in the update. So short trader, it was a go. Like, I had to actually go into the Commonwealth Bank, and they were like, had the printout of all the details for the wire transfer. They were a little concerned when I said where it was. They're like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure about this?" I was like, "Yeah, look." And I saw the conversion rate, and it was diabolical. So I mean, it was going to be really big. That's closer to $1,000 and $500. So it's like 920 with the fees and whatnot. So that's the reality. So I prefer what my goal is now. Light speed. I heard pretty good reviews of those guys. They were good on the phone. I think it's a 2K minimum or a 3K minimum. Probably a 3K minimum. You can short shares as well, and it's 3 trades a week, and that's really all I need. Okay, that's all I need for now. But anyway, guys, so that's the video. There's a little bit of everything in this. I apologize for it going so long. I'm not really feeling too well. I've had a few drugs, so that's probably throwing me out a little bit. But in conclusion, we've got MYSZ, MYSZ, SGRP, DTST cautionary there, because it is pump and dump. Bye for now, guys. Happy trading. Another video out in about 8 hours. Yes, it'll be 8 hours exactly. Bye for now.